WordPress. If you've been following the channel, you've heard me talk about it, you've seen me install it, you know what it is, kind of. But let's have a look at what else you can do with WordPress. Hi, it's Chris Asher here from Oink Digital, and if you want to get more out of digital media, whether it's websites, podcasting, YouTube, video editing, you've come to the right place. Hit subscribe and let's get started. WordPress is a web-based platform. It's a content management system that started off as just a blogging tool, but over the years, through a massive community of developers, it has grown and grown. According to the WordPress website, it powers 28% of the internet. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video on how to install WordPress, I'd suggest go and do that, get WordPress installed, and come back here and let's run through the basics. The first thing we're going to do is go to the website and log in to the dashboard for WordPress, which is /WP admin. Log in with your information. I'll run you through the menu first. I'm going to mainly talk about posts, pages, and menus, because they're the first things you're going to need to get started. So we've got the dashboard, then we've got post section, all posts, add new, categories, tags, media, so where you can upload images, audio, other files, stuff like that. Pages are similar to posts, I'll explain those in a minute. Comments, you can receive comments on posts and admin them there. Then we've got appearance settings. Here's where you can change themes for WordPress, customize a theme, add widgets, which I'll go into in another video, add menus, which I'll go into shortly, the header and editor. Plugins I won't go into, but you can expand the functionality of WordPress by installing plugins. The users section is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to add people to the admin area and allow them to edit stuff, you can add users in there and you can assign permissions to them. Tools, you can import and export stuff. You're probably gonna spend very little time in the tools section, if any at all. Settings, you've got general settings, site title, you can change the tagline for the website. You can see up here we've got Oink Demo, which is the site title, and then just another WordPress website, which is the tagline that goes with it. Again, that appears here, and the site title there. This is just the default theme, although it looks pretty nice. I'll run through the rest of the settings later because you're going to need to understand what posts and pages are for this all to make sense. So let's start with pages. Pages are the basis of your website. They're going to relate the most to the main menu of your website, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So in the pages section, you can add a new one. Pages are generally the things like home, about us, our services, all of the information stuff. So I'm going to just make an about page, and then you can just add the page content in here. This is the page content about us. It works just like a word editor. If I want bold text, I can do that. Links are easy too. So for links, just highlight the text that you want to link. Click the little link thing. And now we've got a link to my site. Super easy. Then you can also set featured images. That'll open up the media library and you can drop files to upload them. It's that easy. I'm going to just add this photo of my camera. You can actually upload multiple files here, so I'm going to select a couple more and drag them in. Alright, so I'm going to select the camera photo, set that as the featured image, and I'm going to just hit publish. So now we've got an about page and a spelling error, which I'm going to fix, and then hit update. And if I go back and have a look at all pages, you can see that the about page is there. Now over at the menu, You can see there's no menu here yet. Edit your menu below or create a new menu. I'm going to give it a name, main menu, click create, and here we've got our menu. Now it doesn't look like much, but it's really easy to add stuff to it. See, I've got my pages here, the about page and the sample page. I could also add posts. There's a sample post. Custom linked, so I could link out to a different website or to a different page on my website. Or I can link to a category. I'll show you that in a moment after I've shown you what posts do. So I'm going to add the about page and I'll add that sample page to the menu. And now you can see they're over here. I haven't saved it yet, but I can move them around. I can make it a sub menu of the other one, and it's just drag and drop. If you want to change something on it, you can click that and then change the name. I'm just going to call it sample, and then I'm going to hit save menu. We've got confirmation that the menu has been updated, and I'm going to set the display location for the menu to top menu and hit save. If I go back over to the front end of the website and hit refresh, you can see that now I've got sample and about as the main menu items. Let's have a look at the about page. So here's that featured image that I set. It is huge. And here's the page title, and here's the page content. Okay, so now we've got pages. We can easily add a contact page. My contact details, set a featured image. I'm gonna do me doing stand-up comedy in cartoon form, and then hit publish. Back over at the menus, I can add the contact page to the menu. There it is. Hit save, visit the site, and there's the contact page. Super easy. Obviously you'd want to resize your featured image to fit the theme. Now let's have a look at posts. Posts are basically like articles or blog posts. That's where they come from. You might write an article about something, put it into a category, and then maybe link that category to the menu. A good example of this for most websites is like a news section. So I'm going to create a category called news under the posts categories section. Really easy to do. News. And you can edit them, delete them, all of that sort of stuff. Now I'm going to go over to the posts, and I'm going to add a new post. My latest website. Give it some content. I'm going to leave it as a standard post format. I'm not going to go into these other formats. That's usually dependent on the theme. But I am going to put it in the news category here. I might also give it some tags to help with search and other browsing features of WordPress. Website, news, content. I'm going to set a featured image for this. You don't always have to set featured images, but most themes incorporate a featured image into their templates. Hit publish. So where is it now? Let's have a look at the home page. So my latest post has come up at the top of the home page because I've got the home page set up to display the most recent posts. Let's have a look at it. Click on it. My latest website. There we go. I'm going to now create another post in the post section. You can just do that by clicking add new post. New post. I'm going to put it in the news category again. This time I'm not going to add a featured image. I'm just going to publish it. If we go back to the home page, you'll see it's up the top and it pushes the next one down. The thing with posts and categories is you're probably going to want to put the category as a link on the main menu. So let's do that. Under Appearance, Menus, and remember how there were categories? You can see I've got the news category there. I'm going to add that to the menu. I'm going to bring it up like that and hit Save Menu. And now you can see that I've got a news page on the main menu, and that will now take us to category news. So basically the difference between pages and posts is that posts are part of a category and they're more article-based, news-related, often time-related, and pages are generally the ones that you're not going to change that much. So about us, it's going to have the main text, it's not interactive, you don't comment on it. News, that's where the posts go. I hope that makes sense. I guess the confusing part about posts is that they're coming up on the home page at the moment. So what I'm going to do is change that in the section for reading settings, and I'm going to set a static page as the front page, and I'm going to use the sample page, hit save. Now when we come to the home page, you can see that my sample page information is there. So a lot of the time, unless you're using WordPress as a blog, if you're using it for a website, you're probably going to keep the most important information on the home page and use posts as a news section. So that is the basics of WordPress. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, I'd like to hear them. Leave a comment below. If you want to learn more about WordPress or any other digital media related stuff, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.